Also, the midterm landscape for Democrats could be getting a major shakeup, with pressure mounting on Maine Senate candidate Graham Platner to step down in light of serious sexual assault allegations from a former girlfriend. Less than a month ago, Platner made headlines winning the primary in a landslide, securing a face-off with longtime Republican Senator Susan Collins. Now, the scandal could create an opportunity for another Democratic candidate to step in, as the party weighs its best option to win a crucial seat. But the clock is ticking. NewsNation's Joe Khalil is live with more on the timeline for Democrats to make a move here. Joe.
Yeah, and look, a lot of Democrats now believe that this is a matter of when Graham Platner is going to drop out, not a matter of if he's going to drop out. And there was another major domino in just the last hour since last we spoke. And that domino is Senator Bernie Sanders. His endorsement, more than anyone else's, really elevated Graham Platner as a candidate, gave him his bona fides as a progressive. Today, this is what Senator Bernie Sanders has to say. Quote, "I have spoken with Graham Platner about the best path forward in Maine, and in light of these very serious allegations, I have recommended that he step aside." Again, Sanders was the real big fish that we had not heard from yet. There were several other senators that already had called for Platner to drop out of the race. Even the chair of the DSCC, Senator Kirsten Gillibrand, along with Senator Schumer, had said that if Platner did not drop out, then Senate Democrats and their campaign arm would withhold all funding for the Democratic candidate in Maine. So the dominoes were falling, as we mentioned before. Platner, for his part, has not yet said he would step aside. He did leave the door open to doing so, saying he's now taking a step back and reviewing the future of his campaign. He also denies this very serious allegation that he sexually assaulted his former on and off again girlfriend that came forward with these accusations. This is just a little of Platner's message from yesterday responding.
Any accusation of non-consensual behavior is categorically false, regardless of the inaccuracy of the reporting, but mindful of the political reality it will inflict. We are taking the time to reflect on the best path forward.
Now, already several Democrats in Maine have at least expressed interest. Some have flat out said they're in on the race, and we have a couple of those that we can put up on your screen. There are some that have actually already filed to run, one being Troy Jackson, who is considered as the sort of most progressive Democrat in Maine that aligns most closely with the policy platforms that Graham Platner had. So there are questions there about Bernie Sanders again. Is he going to get behind somebody who is more of a progressive, much like he did for Graham Platner? Will there be other influential voices in the Democratic Party that try to endorse or get behind an alternative to someone like Troy Jackson? We will find out in the next days and weeks. Monday, just 6 days from now, is the final day for Platner to drop out and allow the Democratic Party to replace him. If he does so by Monday, they'll have about 2 weeks to pick whomever they think is best to be on the ballot in November.
All right, laying the groundwork for us, Joe Khalil. Joe, thank you.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.